Welcome to Go Goods Podcast where we haven't quite decided yet, but we're going to keep doing it anyway. I'm Colby.
Oime Batmano, to watashi wa sagia na amai. Ai o tsukuru tame ni no koko ni imasu. But you can call me Fee.
Yeah, no, I don't. Okay, so I'm positive you must have Googled that beforehand, but did you practice?
I practiced once before, but like nothing really.
Okay, great. So I can't wait to make my wife listen to this part of the episode.
No, because I stumbled on like two letters. It's gonna sound stupid.
Yeah, it probably will, and that's why I want them to listen.
No. Anyway, that translates to, I am Batman, and I'm here to make sweet love to justice. For our listeners out there.
Yeah, that's that do be what Batman do be doing.
Every day, bro. It's every day, bro.
It is every day, bro.
With Batman, and the Batman just came out. Ooh,
it certainly did. And so I was like, man, well, I'm not going to see that until it comes out on streaming, but there may be a light at the end of the tunnel. So full disclosure, I still haven't seen it.
But I did.
Yes, Fee did. And Fee, in the middle of his viewing, texted me and was like, I really got to talk about this movie. It's great. And I was like, you're in the movie, Fee. Just keep watching the movie.
I can't. I'm so excited. I don't think I've ever... I don't think in a long time have I been excited and like pumped like a kid watching a movie like I have this one, dude. Like,
okay,
I like my heart was racing. Like I was like that. There was like a big smile on my face. Like I was just in it, dude. Like I felt like a kid again. Like I'm a full grown adult, but boy, I felt like a child. I was watching this movie and I was ecstatic. Like I was getting into it. I was invested.
Yeah, and I obviously I hear that it's good from you, but I'm also hearing from people that aren't you and that have way different tastes than you that it's also a very good movie. So that's how I know, like, this isn't just like, you know, Fee, you like Batman, you're a fan.
I like Batman, yeah.
And honestly, same. Any new Batman movie I probably will watch. Although I will say I didn't watch Batman v Superman, nor did I watch any of the other Ben Affleck Batman type movies. But
unfortunately, I did.
Good, great. Well, then we've got a lot to talk about then. So let's start off there then. So you know we've got sort of a similar comparison now, right? We've got
yeah.
We've got for Spider-Man, we've got like Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland, and you can debate about like who's a better Spider-Man, who's a better Peter Parker. What is your take on the following three Batmen and how they did playing Bruce Wayne and how they did playing Batman? So Robert Pattinson,
there's like
Ben Affleck, and who was the last one?
Christian Bale.
That's the right Christian Bale. Thank you. For whatever reason, I kept wanting to say Michael Keaton, and I was like, no, not that one.
Wait, well, I mean, can't we like compare them as well? Michael
Keaton,
Clooney, and
sure, and Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer, yeah.
It's just it's easier to do three since the Spider-Man comparison is there.
We'll do the recent three. That's fair. So, Robert Pattinson, Ben Affleck, and Christian Bale.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll compare them. And let me go first. Ben Affleck is the worst. He's
just let me get it out of the way. Ben Affleck sucks shit.
He's just the worst. He's just not like, I'm being really hard, but man, his portrayal of Batman is just not good. Which
the only Batman performance from him that I've seen is, why did you say that name? In reference to Martha. And I was like, wow, this is bad.
I mean, okay,
maybe all the other performances are great, but like that performance, not good.
The worst thing about that performance is like the whole movie as he's Batman, he has this voice, what's it called? this voice distortion on his suit, so it sounds like original Xbox, the robot distortion voice on chat.
Oh no.
Yeah, so like he's just like, oh, I am the knight, and he has like that gross distortion, and I'm like, oh, ew. But the costume is top notch. I'll give him that.
Yeah, and he looks like a big, thick Batman. Like
yeah,
he looks super jacked.
He's fucking beefy, dude. Like
half a Bane.
And it's not even him, it's the suit, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, Ben Affleck's not that fucking big and built. But he's also, the suit makes him beefy. And I'll give him this, the choreography for the fight scenes are fucking outstanding.
Nice.
When, in Batman v Superman, there you have that one scene, and you should watch it if you haven't, where Batman takes out this group of thugs, and it's fucking brutal, dude. Like,
yeah. You actually linked me that, I think.
Yeah. I linked that to you a while back, and he's just fucking beating people up and stabbing people, and then like he brands people with the bat symbol for when they go to jail. Which is ridiculous in my opinion, but
it's honestly sick. It's awesome.
It's pretty cool, but then when he starts talking and you're just like, oh no, can you just fight?
Ew, no, do not like.
Yeah, I don't like it, and I don't like him even pretend to be Bruce Wayne. Like, it's just not. I don't think he fits the bill. And then
that's fair.
My second pick. Oh, and this is like hard to say, but Christian Bale. And Christian Bale is fantastic. Like Dark Knight, Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises, all solid movies. Yeah, and they have their flaws, especially Dark Knight Rises.
True.
But boy, are they entertaining, and like, I wouldn't say gritty, because Gotham's not that gritty. It's dirty, but it's like clean, I guess. Like the look of Gotham is like clean, and except for the slums, which is like kind of what you want. And then I think the worst part is you spend too much time on him being Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
there's a lot of time on him being Bruce Wayne, and then you have like the little bit of, especially in Dark Knight Rises, there's like 15 minutes of just Batman, and yeah, Bruce Wayne is a big part of him, but you really want to see Batman doing Batman stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's probably why. So like, that's, if I may, that is probably why the Dark Knight was the best one of the trilogy, is because it's all Batman. Because Batman Begins is like half Bruce Wayne becoming Batman, and then some Batman stuff, and then a little bit of Bruce Wayne stuff, and then Dark Knight is just basically all like Batman.
Yeah,
it's just Batman.
And that's what you want to see in a superhero movie. You want to see like the hero being a hero. Like you want to see him in the suit. You want to see him just doing shit. Like you don't care about his alter ego that much, even though Bruce Wayne is a big part of Batman, but not anymore in the comics. He's mostly just Batman.
Yeah, I think that's part of like kind of Batman's personality, though, is like Batman is like, Bruce Wayne is nothing. Batman is who I am.
Yeah, that's basically they're just like, hello, sir. You gotta go talk with the people today. And he's like, no, Alfred. I gotta go fight crime. The Joker. He has these orphans. And that's like...
There's so many orphans.
Yeah. He has all of them.
It's just... I don't know how he found him. I hit him real good.
And even then, like, even though I think Christian Bale is my number 2 pick, I still like the Batman voice the most for him.
It's so good. It's so iconic. And like, the thing is, like, when you're watching the movie, it's not very distracting. Like, it's like while you're watching it, it's a fine voice, I think. But then afterward, anytime you like, everybody has a Christian Bale Batman voice, and they're all bad.
Yeah, that's why it's because like, okay, so in Batman Begins, when he was Batman, he just like, hey, I'm Batman. And he kind of had like a deep voice. And it wasn't gravelly, so he was just like, yo, I'm going to take you down, and I'm not going to save you. And then Dark Knight starts, and he's like, I'm not wearing hockey pants. And then you're just like, what? So
Dang.
It's not even jarring. It's just like, okay.
Cool.
You get that. Alfred, you gotta save me, Alfred. Fucking...
Oh man, I forgot that was a part in the movie where like Batman's super fucked up and he's like, Alfred, I'm dying in alley hell.
Yeah, he's fucking in Batman Begins. He calls Alfred on the cell phone. Alfred, please save me, God. This was a bad idea.
Alfred, I don't want to be Batman no more.
God damn it. Oh, I love that. But I think, I also think that it's more quotable too because, well, I mean, in my opinion, because for a while we would quote that line, and then we would quote when Carmine Falcone in Batman Begins is talking to Bruce Wayne. He's and I remember I forget what me and Mike were joking about, and I randomly I was like, your father, he begged like a dog. And then he would just use that to like fucking every time someone was just like, oh yeah, well this is this I did this and stuff, we'd be like, oh yeah, then why did you beg like a dog? Fucking I don't know, man. It's so quotable, and especially Dark Knight Rises.
Mm-hmm. Dark Knight Rises has some really, really good moments and a bunch of really stupid shit. Right
from the beginning, too.
Oh, yeah, with the skyhook.
Before throwing him out of a plane. You're a big guy. For you.
You.
Fucking Bane. Oh my god, that voice is so fucking iconic.
Yeah, I remember reading articles up until the movie came out where they were like, they have had to redub Bane's voice 3 different times because it was so shitty.
Yeah, well,
and I was like, boy, I hope it's good. And then we get in there and he's like, oh, hello. And you're like,
what a lovely voice. Which so before the movie came out, I read that his voice was going to be like a thick Mexican accent that Tom Hardy.
Yeah, like a thick Spanish accent. Yeah,
a thick Spanish accent, which makes sense because Bane is like a Spanish prisoner from Spain.
Mm-hmm.
But then we get this high-pitched English voice.
Oh, hello.
Wow, welcome. Fucking, and which it's funny to hear, but goddamn, if you watch that movie again, Bane is such a fucking imposing threat to everyone. Like, he's written really well.
But yeah, his body language is really weird because it's like he's so still and so just like nothing flinches him. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then like you don't get to see his facial expressions besides his eyes, but like just his eyes convey so much emotion. Like his Tom Hardy, in my opinion, is one of those actors that never gets it wrong. Like every role he's in, he's just always the highlight, or he's just always he's always top notch. Like he's never bad.
You know, I haven't seen Venom, but like he's the reason why I would go see Venom. The main reason why I haven't seen Venom is like because it looks like shit. Like the movie is graded all green and terrible, like it's a Matrix movie, and it just looks bad.
So Tom Hardy and Venom, who is also voiced by Tom Hardy, is the best part of the movie. The fight scenes are dog shit because you can't. It's Transformer syndrome. You can't see what's going on when they're fighting. It's just like two big black trash bags slapping into each other. Fucking. And I haven't seen part 2, so that I withhold my opinion on that. But I hear it's great.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I saw a clip from Woody Harrelson in it, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
like
dude, with the terrible wig.
Yeah.
Oh, also Tom Hardy was in I don't even remember what it was called, but it was about fucking moonshining. It was him and Shia LaBeouf in that movie.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Dude, that movie was fantastic. Tom Hardy gets shot to shit in that movie and lives.
He's like shirtless.
Yeah, no.
That's
like
the only thing I remember is from like the posters. It was like him and Shia LaBeouf in tank tops, and I was like, okay,
yeah.
that looks cool.
Tom Hardy's always like shirtless, like because he has a nice body.
Yeah, dude.
It's but Bane. His voice is so iconic that they used that same imitation voice in the Harley Quinn cartoon show. That Bane.
Good.
The Bane they got for that one looks like the OG Bane, but they gave him that voice. It's so fucking good.
Oh, Batman! It appears you're not wearing hockey pads.
Oh my god, he's the comic relief in that show. And if you haven't seen the Harley Quinn show, you really should because it's fucking outstanding.
Yeah, I hear it's incredible. I just haven't seen it.
Ah, well, you should. It's on HBO. You should watch it. So my my third choice, of course, is Robert Pattinson. And judging from the one movie, which I hope there is going to be a sequel. They sequel baited at the end. And it looks like we're going to get it because the Batman's been topping the charts like all weekend.
Yeah, I think it raked in over 140 million first weekend, which is crazy post-COVID.
Yeah, dude, no, like for real. But then again, you got to like think of like small towns, people are going to go see the movies no matter what.
Yeah.
But so his regular let me like I'm trying not to spoil anything for you or the viewers. So there's like 15 minutes of him being Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
Like barely. So for a 3-hour movie, that's already fantastic.
Yeah, already minimize the Bruce. Great, awesome.
There's barely any Bruce in there. And like, oh my god, even the beginning just fucking his suit looks great, first of all. And
yeah, from the previews, it looks pretty sick. For a second, like the first time I saw it, I was like, I don't know, that helmet is too big and the ears are too small. But like by trailer 2, I want to say, I was like, oh no, that looks much better. Okay.
Yeah, so like he has like his cowl. It's not like a full cowl. Like it's kind of like the Christian Bale helmet. Except it's like a leather, like it's made of leather. You can see the seams where it's like sewed on his face when they close up on him. And his armor is, of course, it's like armor because he gets shot to shit in this movie.
Nice.
And then he has like this neck kind of back where his cape is. Mm-hmm. And he has like this metal bits on his arm where he like blocks things with. So it's like, he doesn't have the blades on his arms, but he has like these pieces of like metal, like little piping on his arms so he can block stuff.
Okay.
And then the emblem on his chest, and he does it a few times, but when he presses it in, a big batarang comes out of it.
Hell yeah.
So, and he has dual grappling hooks on each of his hands.
Ooh.
So he has like, the old Westie, like the gun coming out of your wrist.
Yeah.
He has those grappling hooks, like on each hand just in case. And he uses the grappling hook a lot, especially in fight scenes, which you don't see a lot. So like in one fight scene in particular, nothing like spoiler about what it is or anything, but like he's fighting these guys, and he comes up from behind them because they're lower than him, and he hits them with the dual grappling hook in their legs and jumps down, and he like goes in a circle around the bar and leaves them hanging and then jumps onto a platform. And that's
hell yeah,
sick, dude.
That is sick.
It like, oh man. And then his voice could be better. It's like a low tone voice. I'm sure he'll fix it in the sequel. It's kind of what I imagine like Batman would sound like without sounding like kind of ridiculously like gravelly. He's not not imitating Christian Bale. He's doing his own thing, but he does sound like he's making his voice deep, and it's not silly sounding. He also like he's more of a detective in this movie. Like he's like looking at crime scenes and going over like people like pictures and stuff. He's like going into databases and checking stuff. He also has like some kind of like Mission Impossible contact lenses that records everything he does so he can take pictures. Also, they update if he looks at someone long enough, it'll recognize the people's face and take it through a database and tell them who they are.
Nice.
So I really like that it's showing Batman being a detective, and like inspecting crime scenes and what's it called? Actually being the greatest detective.
Yeah, I mean, world's greatest detective. He needs to be doing some detecting because I mean, honestly, there was no detecting that was happening in like anything. Real, I'm thinking back to like
no, in the Dark Knight there was. I mean, kind of. Like he was in the Batcave he was inspecting like the bullet holes, you know, with when he shot the guns and then he put the shrapnel together and figured out where the bullet came from or what round caliber they were using. Mm-hmm. In the Dark Knight, and then I guess that's it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like in the first movie Ra's al Ghul showed up and did something. I don't think there was any detecting that was there.
Yeah, I don't think he did anything in the first movie that detective.
Was a scarecrow, fear toxin? I don't know. Maybe did something there.
In part 2, he used the he used the device that linked all cell phones and stuff and made the sonar.
Yeah.
And remember, like that stupid scene where Lucius Fox walks in, like, you made all cell phones sonars, and he's behind the camera and he's like, beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. And then just like at the corny ass at the end of the movie when it's like type in your name and Lucius types in his name and then everything starts blowing up and Lucius is like yes, good. You're like, shut the fuck up, stop.
A fucking what's it called? I'm the hero that the city deserves, but doesn't need right now. Fucking what does he fucking say?
Yeah, no, he doesn't say it. It's Gordon that says it. It's Gordon,
yeah. He's the fucking he's the I don't even remember. It's so stupid. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's hard to remember.
Yeah.
Let me see. The hero.
I'm the hero.
Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs.
Yeah,
he's the hero Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs right now.
I think he got it reversed because I think he's like I think he should have said he's the hero that Gotham needs, but not the one it deserves right now. That would have been better. I think grammatically, at least.
Yeah, I'm looking it up, and sure enough, like one of the top results is on Quora, somebody being like, shouldn't he have said needs instead of deserves there, you know?
Yeah.
But, and then someone is like, no, because of these reasons.
What are the reasons?
And I wasn't going to read it, but now here I am.
Please do.
Gotham needs a hero who can look up to, a shining example, a paragon of goodness, but that's not what Gotham deserves. What Gotham deserves is a terrifying, nightmarish being. One that frightens not just the criminals he fights, but the people he protects.
Maybe?
I guess.
That doesn't make sense to me. That's another... Oh, speaking of that, Batman does that in this movie. Like, again, no spoilers. Like, everything happens and, you know, Batman is saving people. He's there alongside, like, firefighters and cops, and he's, like, you know, rescuing people. And, like, he's lifting them up in his arms, and he's taking them to, like, helicopters, and people, like, the sun's coming out, and people are, like, he puts a lady in, like, a gurney, and, like, she doesn't want to let go of him. He, you know, he's just, like, looking at her, and she's, like, scared and shit. Like, it shows him as being a hero, even though like he doesn't. he didn't think like people would like see him that way, and it's like really dramatic.
I thought like. What I thought you were gonna say is like, yeah, the movie's like that. Batman saves people, and then as soon as he saves them, he looks at them and goes, "Fuck you! Be scared of me! I'm the darkness. Go back to your homes and never come out again."
No, like they show him being a hero. Although Catwoman, for some stupid reason, by the way, Zoe, well, what's her name? Kravitz. Does a good job. Let's get that out of the way. But she's my least favorite part about the movie. For the whole movie, instead of calling him Batman, because everyone's calling him Batman, she calls him Vengeance. She's like, "Hey, Vengeance," or "Hey, Vengeance, what's going on?" And I'm like,
"Oh man,"
I'm like,
"This is really giving me fucking live action Cowboy Bebop vibes." No, I don't want that.
Yes, that's exactly. And she's called. I'm like, don't do that. I'm like, don't give him a nickname.
Yeah, come on. Oh, man.
The guy who plays Gordon does a really good job. And nice. He's there alongside Bat. Like, he's solving crimes with Batman. Like, he's instead of just like alluding to like helping Batman, he's fucking right there. He's bringing him into crime scenes. He's like, everyone's like, "Are you sure this is good?" And he's like, "He's with me," and he brings them into crime scenes and stuff. And they're like cooperating. They're like, "Hey, we need to go here," and Batman has like a direct link with them.
Mm-hmm.
And only like Gordon knows where the bat symbol is. It's not on GCPD. It's like in this building getting, I guess, abandoned building. And
okay.
That's where the bat symbol is, and that's where Batman and him meet when they need to like talk about stuff. And let's get this.
Okay, so I just that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, it's a big light that's in the sky. Can't you just look and be like, "Oh, it's coming from over there"?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
And I was gonna say
it would make sense if it was like, it's a big light, but it's like infrared or it's like UV or something. Like it's out of the visible spectrum, so people can't see it. But Batman can see it, and Batman knows. Batman's like, "Oh shit." He's like wearing those cool contact lenses, and he's like, "Oh damn, someone's doing the bat symbol. I gotta go."
No, and I'll tell you why here in a little bit why it's like that, and it's really cool why. But fucking, what was I saying? Lost my train of thought. Anyway, let me tell you why it's cool that the bat symbol is actually... I was gonna say fucking Gotham. It's a miserable place. I wouldn't in my life want to live there.
Damn, okay, awesome.
There's crime everywhere. The streets full of fucking trash. It's like New York times 5. Like,
damn.
Like, everything is just fucked up, dude. Like, just the streets are dirty. Even Batman's just like... Because here at the beginning, and this isn't a spoiler, like, this is literally the beginning, like, he's just like, the bat symbol goes up. And he's just like, it doesn't matter where I'm at. He's like, when criminals see that, they like, I'm paraphrasing, of course, because I don't remember the whole thing, but he's just like, when
criminals see that, they go ape shit.
Yeah, when criminals see that, they're afraid. Even if I'm not there, there's too much crime everywhere. I can't be everywhere at once. But they'll know that I'm out. And they show it, and it's so fucking good. Like, there's like 4 different crimes they're showing happening. Like, people spraying stuff on like a Capitol building, and then you have like this guy robbing a convenience store, and like this group of the group of thugs from the trailer. Remember the one with the skull faces, like harassing this guy, and then like you see the bat signal come up, and then like the guys are spray painting. Like they're spray painting, and they look up and they see the bat signal, and the guy drops his spray paint, and it like goes into a black corner, and like he's like, everything goes silent, and he's just like, and then this guy's like, "Come on, we gotta get out of here," and then like he like it's alluding to Batman being there in the shadows, and it's so fucking good, dude. And then like the guy who robbed the convenience store, like he sees it too, And then like he freaks the fuck out, and he's like trying to get away. And this all happened. The first scene of the movie starts. The first whole like half of the movie starts on Halloween night. It happens on Halloween.
Ooh. Okay.
It doesn't play an integral part, but like it's just a cool little side note. But you know, and then of course Batman stops that guy. But like the coolest thing is, you know, those guys are harassing this dude, and then like they see the guy that they're trying to initiate into their gang. They're like, yeah, knock this guy out, and you know, on a train station, and you know the guy's like, oh, like he's real hesitant, and then you know he looks up, and then he sees the bat signal, and then like everything goes quiet, and all the guys go quiet, and then like you hear footsteps slow. And then you slowly see him walking out of the shadows, like right into him. And then the fight scene begins, and oh my god, it's so fucking good, and it's brutal, dude. It's so good.
Man, that's awesome.
It's like, so good.
Because in the comics, you like you know that Batman is like a threatening force, and you know that like. The bat symbol is like one of those things that's like, you know, well, Batman is on his way. But usually like the way that they play it, and obviously it depends on like who's writing him at the time, but like, the way that it's usually played is like the bat symbol goes up. That means that there is a supervillain on the loose and Batman's got to come in his cool car and do his cool stuff.
Yeah.
But like, but yeah, it is also like, one of those symbols that I'm sure like common thieves are like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Batman is for sure out now.
Yeah, Batman is fucking out. That means that he could be in my area or he could be nearby. And if he catches me, then I'm going to get my shit kicked in.
Yeah, if he catches me, I'm going to be in medical debt for the rest of my life.
Dude, and like, okay, so his suit, I said, is real cool. He's wearing armor, like armor plating on the top. And he's wearing like combat jeans with armor padding.
Combat jeans?
I would say like army combat jeans, kind of. That's what I meant.
That doesn't clear anything up. They don't wear jeans in the army.
Pants. You know what I mean.
Pants. Okay. No, I didn't. He said jeans.
My god. Combat pants. Jeez.
He had these black jeans. He looked like the Crow.
So, but he's also I don't even know what the Dark Knight Christian Bale like shoes is wearing. Like, is he wearing regular shoes? What is he wearing?
He's wearing boots.
Is he? You never like see it like really like it looks part of the suit. But in this movie,
if I'm not, God, I read something about like the boots that he's wearing. So I'm looking at a picture of them now. And yeah, they are just like kind of shin high boots that have like guards on the top.
I don't know. They just didn't stand out. And the Robert Pattinson one, excuse me, he is wearing like black fucking shit kicker boots, dude. Like these big fucking boots, and they always like make it like when he's walking in, they always like show his boots sometimes. And I would hate to be on the receiving end of a goddamn kick from those. Like, God, he's so imposing in this movie. Like, he's actually scary. Like, to be caught in a dark alley with.
Well, and especially, like, most of the things that they've shown in the trailer are, like, Bruce Wayne looking like a frail emo kid who just, like... Like, you bothered him while he was listening to Simple Plan or some shit, and you're like, hey, nerd, can you give me all your lunch money? He's like, shut up, you don't know my
nerd,
feelings.
Are your parents alive still?
But, like, it's good to know that, like, when he's Batman, shit is on.
Dude, like, no joke. Pretty much every trailer you saw of him being Bruce Wayne is literally, like, the only time he's Bruce Wayne in the movie.
Hell yeah.
Especially, oh my god, that the funeral scene. Remember, we were talking about it a while back when you linked me that extended funeral scene with the car.
Yeah.
Dude, that fucking scene. Oh, I'm not gonna give it away, but fuck, dude.
So like, just from that trailer, right?
Yeah.
I know. So from that trailer, what it makes it seem like is that the Riddler knows who Batman is, and he's trying to bait Batman into revealing his identity because he's like, "This is a note specifically for the Batman," which means that like he knows that Batman's in the room. So like he could be a cop, he could be a whatever. Like he's probably Riddler has his suspicions and is like, "All right, well." Yeah. Whoever gets this note's gonna be Batman.
So that scene happens, and it ends pretty much where it does in that extended trailer, and then like it cuts to like hours later, and Batman comes out of the shadow. Like everyone, they send in a bomb robot, and then the bomb robot's like looking at him, and then the guy's freaking out, and he's like looking in the corner, and everyone's like, "What's he looking at?" And then Batman, out of the shadows, walks in like slow and imposing, and then like reads the note, and then
he goes, "Cool, thanks."
FaceTimes the Riddler. Well, I mean, the phone is taped to his hand, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and Riddler's running this like QAnon website where
it took me a second to process that, like what that entailed, but that's okay. That's kind of cool, and especially like in the trailers, they call him a serial killer. I love that. So like, this is cool.
No, he kills people, like kills people.
Like they're dead.
Let's just say like he's exposing people, like higher up people, like business people, like in that work in Gotham. That they're doing like the wrongdoing, like they're dirty, like elected officials. And
that makes sense. Okay,
he's like, fuck, he's killing them in like Jigsaw-esque traps.
Cool.
And leaving like riddles to get there. And oh man, the guy who plays he's fucking psychotic, dude. Like in his weird Riddler gimp mask that he's wearing.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's so cool.
He's like, oh, we're gonna rise, and these people are liars. And he's like crazy. He has like this crazy twitch, and he's just like, oh, we're gonna expose them for the frauds they are. And like he's leaving these very in-depth fucking clues and what's it called? Like the cryptic letters, the ciphers for Batman to figure out.
Yeah.
And like I said, that one scene, fucking hell, dude. Like, it's fucking good. I don't want to tell you what happens. It just
I'm fucking God. Okay, let me see. So the solution to me going to go see Batman is seeing it at a drive-in.
Oh, that's cool.
But I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull it off. Like if the baby is gonna sleep for 3 hours in a fucking car. Hours. But I don't know. Maybe
just get a babysitter. Maybe just pay a little extra for a babysitter. I promise you, it's worth it.
Man, golly, Marie.
And I haven't even talked about the Penguin.
Yeah, no, you haven't.
Dude, the Penguin. So he okay, so the movie, the trailers make it look like he's in charge, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's not. He's Falcone's right-hand man, like his number one.
Oh, okay.
But Penguin also knows about like all this other shit. And Batman goes right into the Iceberg Lounge where, the Penguin's kind of not in charge, but like he's the guy who's like an information broker.
Okay.
And Batman has pictures that he wants to show him. He's just like, hey, do you know these people in the picture? And after Batman beats the fuck out of everyone, like all those bouncers, like, and like there's this the funny line that the bouncer fucking tells him, he's like, this freak wants to see the Penguin, and the guy's like, how would you like that suit full of blood? And Batman's like, how would you like it? Fucking kicks his shit in. Fucking goes into the club and starts beating up all the bouncers.
Just not clever. How would you like it?
Yeah, basically. Or it's something to that extent. Like, it was just like, I don't know, how does it feel? And then beats the shit out of him. And
Man.
Then the Penguin's like, hey, baby, you don't gotta be doing this in my club. Why don't you come back to my room, baby?
Hey!
Like,
what are you doing in my club, dude, Batman?
He has this thick fucking accent, and it's so perfect.
I didn't even do nothing!
He's like, Batman, that's not me, baby. He's like, that was me coming out of the club, but I don't know who's them guys are. Fucking, oh my god, he's so perfect. Like,
that's great. I like, from the second that he was like, I got you in the fucking trailer, I was like, I need to hear him talk for an hour.
I was jumping up in my seat when that happened. Like, because that whole chase scene, it was so good. Like, it was so, and especially that part when he was like, yeah, I got you. And he was just going fucking pointing, and then the Batmobile fucking comes through the fire and wrecks his shit. God, it was so good. And then him and Gordon interrogate him. and then, like I said, that was a funny scene. They go through the interrogation. They cuff his hands and his feet, and they take him to like this abandoned place, and, you know, they interrogate him, blah, blah, blah. And then after like they figure something out, they're like, okay, well, we gotta go. So Gordon gets in his car and Batman gets in his car, and Penguin's like, hey, what about me? And they just leave him there handcuffed, and he's just hopping out into the open. He's like, hey, y'all bastards, you'll leave me here. And I fucking died. I was laughing.
I'm gonna get eaten.
He's like, I'm gonna get you. He's fucking...
That would be great if he's like, you'll regret this, and then fucking Batman just stops, reverses, and is like, I'm sorry, what did you say? He's like, nothing. I didn't say nothing. I wouldn't say what. Some guy was yelling at you, and I said, don't you know that's the Batman? You shut up.
So funny. Dude, it's so good. Like, he's on the screen for the perfect amount of time, like, that you want him on there. And he's the perfect, like, sleazy bad guy that you love to hate.
Yeah.
The Riddler also, he's so good. Like I said, he's like some like 4chan fucking psychotic that decided to shoot up his school, basically. Except he's an adult and he's doing it to Gotham.
That's awesome.
And
that's a good direction to take that character too.
Without spoiling anything, he thinks that Batman wants him to do it. Like, he was leaving riddles, and he was like, isn't this what you wanted? I thought the riddles made it clear that we were working together. He didn't say it like, he doesn't say it like that, but he's like, oh, he's basically, I guess, idolizing Batman. He's like, oh, Batman's fighting crime, I'm just taking it there, you know, that's what he wants. But he's not doing it.
Man, okay.
So, like, then Batman's like, why would I want that? And fucking Riddler goes all fucking crazy and shit. I'm trying not. Yeah, he basically. But except I'm not. You know, I'm not trying to give anything away. It's just that's kind of what the Riddler is going for. And like, dude, every time he's on screen, it's like crazy. He's psychotic. And then, you know, you got Catwoman. You're like, ugh. So. This is like
you again.
She just, again, she's on screen for the perfect amount of time, which is not a lot. But like, she kind of teams up with Batman because like her friend was kidnapped, and like they're trying to find her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened. And like the 3 scenes they're in, they built like a romance, and it's just ugh. I'm like, please don't. And like Batman falls in love with her. I'm like, you only met her like 3 times.
You said stop it.
And I'm like, please. I'm like, go back and fight the Penguin now.
you go back there right now.
But it's so good, man. And that, like, I can't even. All I'm gonna say is, with the end, you know, he wins at the end, but like, not really.
Okay, that's good. I'm into that.
Like, it's pretty much like, yeah, I won, but at what cost?
But at what cost?
Except not like cheesy like that.
Yeah.
But and then they sequel bait us for a Joker sequel.
Mm-hmm. Like you gotta do.
And you know, they kind of show him he's locked up in Arkham, and they kind of show his face a little bit. You can't really make it out, but I don't know what to think about it, dude. Like the makeup they put on him gave him like a big bulbous nose.
Okay.
And like his hair was all fucked up, but you don't really see him, but you just hear him. He's like talking to the Riddler.
Interesting. Okay.
So, like, that's where they sequel baited us. I don't know who else is going to be in the movie. I know Joker is definitely going to be in a sequel.
Interesting. Okay. I'm into that. That's fine. It's fine with me.
So I don't know what he's going to do, but all I know is Robert Pattinson is my favorite Batman. This movie,
hell yeah.
This movie brought it. They knew that no one wants to see Bruce Wayne. They want to see people.
So Bruce Wayne fucking sucks.
He fucking sucks. And then they showed him being a detective. Then they showed him like gritty, get like fighting, like, and not just beating everyone's ass. Cause like people, fuck, he takes a buckshot in the chest at one point, and like he gets a bomb in his face, and like he's getting hit with bats and crowbars and shit. But like he's still getting up, and like they'll show him like losing consciousness a little bit, but he's still fighting. And like at one point he pulls out like an adrenaline pill, like a pin, and like pumps it into his leg so he can get up and beat the shit out of this guy.
Hell yeah, that's sick.
It's fucking, dude, like it's so fucking good. Like Gotham looks like a lived-in city. Like, it's been there forever.
Looks like a fucking shithole.
Dude,
looks like a shithole lived-in city. Looks like a cardboard box that's been rained on.
Dude, almost all the scene is just rain. Just every fucking scene, it's raining.
Hell yeah.
Like, if you're gonna see any movie this year, it better be Batman.
Man. Okay. Do you... I have a question for you after this, but I do have a piece of trivia for you.
Okay.
Did you know that in the original Tim Burton Batman, the boots that he wears are actually Nikes?
No, for real?
Yeah, so they are like Nike Velcro sneakers that they like painted black and then like sewed some like shin guards onto.
Well, now I want to go back and see it.
It's honestly here. I'll send you a picture,
okay,
and you're gonna be
like, "You
like,
got a picture? Please send it to me."
You're gonna be like, "Oh wow, that's crazy." But that's what they are.
No shit. Oh
yeah, dude.
That's pretty tight. I mean, I guess if you're gonna fight crime, you're gonna do it in comfort.
Yeah. Well, you know. Prop department was like, we're not gonna buy fucking boots for this man, or I don't know. Maybe Michael Keaton was like, I'm not wearing Doc Martens. That'd be stupid. I'm gonna wear these dad shoes that I always wear.
I was gonna say they look like
spray paint in black.
They look like dad shoes. I wonder if you could see the Nike check mark while he's fighting in the movie.
I mean, that's a good question. Like, if you were to like go slow, could you see it? Yeah, I don't know.
There's a few scenes where like he does kicks and stuff, so I wanna see if you can see it.
So the other question that I have for you, is how is Alfred in this movie?
So Alfred is the guy who played Smeagol. What's his name?
Yeah, Andy Serkis. He's
Andy
great.
Serkis. He's barely in the movie. Like he's in there for like a total of 5 minutes.
Man.
So he's good. Like him and Bruce have like a, oh, you're not my dad, and like kind of at the beginning, and then they make their like peace by the end. But Alfred also like alludes that that this Batman wasn't trained by Ra's al Ghul, instead by Alfred.
Interesting. Okay.
And also, helps him solve the riddles. He finds the ciphers, and like is doing them while Bruce is kind of doing his like Bruce Wayne thing that he doesn't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of helps him in that aspect, and is kind of running the Wayne Foundation while Bruce isn't there.
Interesting. Okay.
And then he kind of leaves the movie halfway, like in the hospital.
Huh. Okay.
But
That's fair.
I can't tell you any like more than that. But that's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that's all he does, like really.
He gets some real bad indigestion in the Haskell Hospital.
That's what happens. Gets bloated.
You know, Alfred got pregnant.
He's like,
shucks.
I'm sorry, Bruce. The baby's breaching. Just
I'm sorry, Master Wayne.
sorry, Master White. And
God, fucking Michael Caine's voice is so iconic that like anytime that anybody is like, oh yeah, do an Alfred voice, that's the only voice I'm ever gonna think of.
Hello, Master Wayne. You lift all those weights when you can't lift a bit of wood. Fucking insulting the man while he's burning to death in his mansion.
Damn.
Like, you remember that scene, right? I think it was Batman Begins, I think, or Dark Knight, where they blow up his house and like, or they blow up somewhere and that big pillar falls on Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
he's like, oh, you lift all those weights, but you can't lift a piece of wood. Is a wee baby gonna cry? Fucking
Get up. Get up, you little bitch.
stop being a little bitch. I thought you were the Batman.
God, our fucking accents have just devolved into nothing.
I mean, I'm pretty good at accents myself, but I'm not trying right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just not trying. That's all that it comes down to. If I wanted to, it could be perfect.
If I wanted to, it'd be over.
Didn't you hear my perfect Japanese at the beginning of this episode?
I did. It was incredible, honestly.
So, I give the movie a 10 out of 10. Like, I don't.
Okay.
There's like no bad in this. This movie didn't do anything wrong. I
did nothing wrong. Cured my cancer.
it cured my depression. It cured my erectile dysfunction because I had a boner the whole movie.
Hell yeah.
It made me love again. It did everything.
I fell in love with Batman.
I like I said, I haven't. There's not going to be anything better in theaters this year. And I'm going to go watch Sonic the Hedgehog Part 2 with Idris Elba.
Hell yeah. Oh, I can't wait for that.
Oh, that you saw the trailer, right? That fucking good ass scene. He's like, yeah. He's like, you're not gonna get my power.
Yeah, the fucking Idris Elba just like horny on maid. What makes you think I need your power?
Ha! Fucking ooh! And then
damn
the big egg robot. Fuck yeah!
Wild,
dude,
absolutely wild.
That movie's gonna be good. I don't care what anyone says or what anyone thinks. Sonic the Hedgehog was a good movie, and Part 2 is gonna be great. Even though in Sonic 1 they talked about Olive Garden a little bit too much. It's like Olive Garden must have bankrolled that movie or something, because they dropped the slogan like 3 times.
Fucking Olive Garden.
So, also, and this is a controversial opinion, I think the Batman is better than Spider-Man.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, well, I went there.
Damn. Well, I've seen neither, so I can't comment on that.
That's why I wanted to talk about the movie so soon, because I know how slow you watch movies, and I know it's not your fault because you have a child, but god damn it.
You're like, you're never gonna see it.
I think I told you that. I was like, I want to talk about it because I know you're never gonna see it.
Yeah, you did say that.
Also, there's another movie I saw the trailer for, Batman, that looked really good, and I don't remember what it's called. But it's about an Asian woman who's like, she's going to like the bank. Her family's having money problems, and the lady's like, if you had like receipts, that could change your life. And then like the trailer, like music comes on, and then it devolves into her going into different universes, and they're like, oh yeah, the universe there's like millions of universes. It's your choice to pick one, and she's going through like different universes of different hers and different families.
Oh.
And that movie looks really good.
That's kind of cool.
So, that's 2 movies this year about different multiverses.
Man. Yeah, well, I mean, Strange is coming out this year too, right?
Yeah. And in my opinion, I'm going to go watch that movie. It's going to be great. But you know what it's not going to be better than? The Batman!
Is it going to be the Batman? Yeah.
The Batman!
That's what I thought.
It is not going to be better than that movie. I don't think anyone will top that movie this year. Like, I know it's really early on this year.
It is. This is, I mean, you're calling a shot here in the beginning of March.
Yeah. And I already know that nothing's going to top it. I know right. Marvel's Multiverse of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is coming out. Not going to be better than the Batman. It's going to be good. Don't get me wrong. Not going to be better. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I'm hyped as hell to see that. It comes out the day after my birthday. I want to go watch it. It's not going to be better than the Batman. There's nothing else I know about movies this year, and none of them are going to be better than the Batman. Oh, I guess the Lightyear movie's coming out.
That's not going to be better than Batman.
No, it's not going to be. It's not going to be better than Batman, but it's going to be fun.
But it is coming out.
It is coming out, and it's going to be a fun movie. It's not even going to be better than Sonic the Hedgehog 2. What am I fucking talking about?
Yeah, I don't know that Lightyear is going to be... Wait, isn't Lightyear a series? Am I wrong?
Lightyear's a movie. It's a movie about the real life of Buzz Lightyear, and it has...
I thought it was a series about the real life of Buzz Lightyear.
No, it's a movie.
Oh.
And it looks good, but it's not going to be better than the Batman, or Sonic the Hedgehog 2, or Doctor Strange.
Damn.
But it's going to be a fun movie. And
yeah, I could imagine that. I wonder. Yeah, it's going to be theatrically released in June.
Yeah,
damn, do I not care?
I'll probably pirate it, because I don't want to be seen in theaters watching that movie. Which is funny because I went to go see the Lego Movie by myself.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
I don't listen. As much as I want to be like, you should do what you want to do and not worry about what other people think. Like, it is hard to go to a movie alone whenever you are not the target audience.
Yeah.
Because this includes, by the way, not only kids movies, because Lego Movie or even another thing that anything that's rated PG that's targeted at kids.
Yeah.
It's but also any movie that's specifically aimed at women.
Yeah.
And there aren't many, but you would never go see 50 Shades of Grey by yourself. You would you wouldn't, right?
Exactly.
Same with Magic Mike. You would never go watch Magic Mike in theaters by yourself.
No.
Because you would be, everybody would think you're a fucking creep for sure.
Yeah. Because you're the one guy surrounded by women watching Magic Mike. They would either be like, that guy's creeping on Magic Mike, or maybe he's creeping on the women that are in the theater. We don't know what he's creeping on, but it's not.
Yeah, but he's definitely creeping, and everybody's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, I just like Channing Tatum. God.
But that's not what people see. So, like, it's one of those things, and I have a story related to this topic. You know Manny, right?
Yeah.
So, in that time period when we all used to hang out, right? Mm-hmm. Manny invited me to go see a movie with him. He invited me to go see the Lego Batman movie with him.
Hell yeah, Lego Batman's great.
And he invited me to that movie only because it would look weird if he went by himself to see it.
You were not wrong. To be honest with you, Lego Batman is like on the fringe, right? Like,
yeah,
it's just. If I'm not mistaken, I think my wife and I went to go see it in theaters as well by ourselves.
Yeah,
and it's like, God, it's so close to being like appropriate for everybody to go see, but it's also like, because I feel like context is important here. Like if you walk in and you see another like couple of people that are like by themselves, not with children, you're like, okay, maybe it's fine. And especially like Alamo Drafthouse.
Yeah.
They have like a specific policy that's like, yeah, I think it's suspended in some kids' movies, but like for a lot of movies, it's like just don't bring your children. If it's if it's after 7 p.m., your children are not welcome here, which is fine and great, and I love that policy. Big fan. But like as a result, you know, like you've got these extra options, but it really is context sensitive as to like how much of a creep you feel like. Because if you walk into a movie and it's just kids playing and having fun before the movies with their parents, and you're like, oh, fuck.
And you're by yourself, and you're like, oh, no. And, like, you're sitting next to a family of, like, a mom and 3 kids, and you're just like, oh, man, this is going to be bad.
Well, and, like, the other thing is like, because for some theaters like Alamo Drafthouse in particular, you have an assigned seat. Like you pick your assigned seat before you show up to the movie, and that means that like if you show up to the theater and you are next to like 2 parents with 3 kids, that's it. That's your seat. You don't get to move.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you know, if you go to an AMC, you could be like, oh, I'm going to find a corner seat away from everyone, or like, oh, it looks like the row that I want is taken up by children, but like I can go a couple seats up and it's fine.
Yeah.
That's not the case at Alamo.
Neither is it at Century 16 where I went.
Ooh.
But I got lucky. I was in a row by myself. There was
hell yeah.
The place was full. So when I got there, it was like 5:15. I was like, fuck, it starts at 5:20. Not starts, but like, you know, trailers and seating. Mm-hmm. And they were like, well, there's only like 2 seats left. And one of the seats was row A, which is right in front of the screen. And I was like, oh, no. And the 3 seats, I'm sorry. And then one was like in the crowd. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to sit next to those people. And the other one was in the handicapped row, where there's 5 seats. There's one next to the stairs, one on the other side of the stairs, and 3 seats in the middle next to wheelchair accessible areas where people can park their wheelchairs.
Right, okay.
And I said, okay, I'll take that one, which was like the chair right in the middle of that row next to 2 empty seats. So I sat in that row by myself, and there was a wall behind me so no one could see, like, I wasn't sitting in front of someone. So I was like, what's it called? Like a few steps below where the actual like normal seats started, and far enough to where I didn't have to sit looking up. So like it was kind of perfect, and I was by myself.
Yeah, that's kind of the ideal seat.
Yeah, and there was no one else there. There was no like people sitting in the handicapped areas. There was no wheelchairs or nothing. It was just me. So it was me in a big like recliner chair. And then 2 other chairs. So I had like my keys on one of the chairs and my popcorn on the other chair. And I had like my leg up, and it was nice.
God, I do love that you were like, Oh, I've got these extra chairs. Well, like, yeah, I'll put my popcorn over here. That way, like, I'm more comfy. And then I have to use this other chair. I guess I'll throw my keys over there. Like, what the fuck? I took my shoes off and put them in that chair. I took my pants off, put them in the other chair.
You don't know. I didn't want to be gross. I contemplated taking off my shoes. I was wearing Crocs and like be in the theater barefooted, but I was like, no, people will see my feet and then they'll be all upset.
Yeah, and like as soon as your barefoot touches the sticky ass ground, it's over. You have to like die. That's it. Your feet will never get clean again.
Exactly. So I was just like, no, I'll just kind of like take them like half off where they're still on my feet, but like my heels are out. But the chair reclined, so I had like the bottom reclined, so I didn't have to worry about it. So nice. I was fine in that aspect.
Man, okay, so I'm thinking about it now. Like, I'm trying to iron out logistics in my head of like how am I going to see this fucking movie? And so, I'm thinking like if we go, I got to go big, right? Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna fuck around and like go to like a Tinseltown, you know? Like, I'm not gonna go to like a 30 screen movieplex where like all of the seats have been cut up with a box cutter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking like, you know. I think this is like based off of how good you say this movie is. Maybe this is a movie where I ball out of control. So like, have you been to an iPic?
No, I'll say you got money. Fucking shell it out to see this movie.
That's true. Have you been to an iPic?
No, I've never.
Okay, so iPic is like, if it goes like, you know, like dollar theater, regular movie theater, Century 16. Where you like got the recliners and stuff, and then Alamo Drafthouse where you've got like recliners and food and all that. iPic is one level above that, which is like, it costs like each movie ticket is like $20 just for the ticket. Yes, and the reason why is because like you got to sit in the premium section.
You pay for luxury
because there's no. You do pay for luxury. That's the thing is like
it's first class movie theater tickets.
Imagine like. So you know, like in like Century 16 or whatever, where they have like the reclining seats. Yeah. Imagine if you had like a double wide recliner seat, and it was like full of like like couch material. It was like a big plush thing, and then like, you know, next to you is one other chair, and then there's a big gap. And then there's two more chairs, and then there's a big gap, and there's two more chairs. So, like, in the premium section, there's only, I think, 4 rows, and per row, there's only 6 seats, and 2 of the seats are together, and they're these, like, big double-wide seats, and they lean all the way back, they give you a pillow, they give you a blanket, and they give you 1 free popcorn, which is, like, you don't go there for any of that. You go for the fact that, like, when you sit down in the chair, you can't see anyone else. It's sick.
Dude, you're going to have to ask your wife and ask them if you can take me on a date there.
Hell yeah. Dude, yeah, that's the thing is like I've only been to see a few movies there cuz it's like it is really expensive.
But it's kind of worth it.
And yeah, and I can't justify the cost, but like god, I haven't been to a movie in a movie theater since we went to go see Demon Slayer Mugen Train.
Yeah. That was last year.
COVID was calming down, and we were like, okay, we can go see this dumb anime movie that not many people are going to be in. It's at the Alamo Drafthouse. Everybody has to wear masks still.
Yeah, Ollie wasn't born yet, was he?
No. Okay. Nope. He wasn't yet. So yeah, that was the last movie that we saw in a theater. And before that, it was Sonic the Hedgehog. So,
nice.
Like,
this
would be
that was 3 years ago.
A big return. Yes, it was.
Oh boy.
Yes, it was.
Damn. Yeah. Definitely go see. If I think the pro tip for you and your wife is y'all go see it separately, so that way one of y'all's taking care of the child at all times.
You know what? It may have to come down to that. I don't want it to come down to that, but god damn it, it may.
I'm telling you, just hire a babysitter for 3 hours or 4 hours. So that way you can watch the movie and then go have dinner.
Yeah, we may have to like, I don't know, man. I'll talk to my wife tomorrow and be like, hey, listen, let's figure this out, please. Please.
Fee talked it up so much, I want to go see it.
I need it. I'm going to die without it.
Fucking throwing a tantrum on the floor.
Please, God.
To your wife that's like 8 years younger than you. Wait, no, is she like 20? She's like, what, 27, right? They're 27, I'm sorry.
5 years, 29.
Okay, so like 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. So you're throwing a tantrum in front of your wife, and they're like looking at you, just kicking and screaming, and even your baby stops crying to look at you and be like, "Dad, for real?"
Hey, Dad. You're acting pretty fucking cringe right now, Dad.
As a matter of fact, I don't want to be in this family, Mom. I'll catch you later. Fucking.
I gotta go. Hey, whenever you get bored, why don't you like hit up my cell phone or whatever? But like, not Dad.
Puts on a
never Dad.
Puts on a snapback and Gucci sneakers and walks out.
Damn. What a fly kid.
What a fucking mad lad.
He's like, nobody says fly anymore, Dad. Get out of here.
Continues to cry on the floor.
Damn. Okay.
I want to go see the movie. Fucking.
I just want to go see the movie.
I just want to go see Batman. I don't know why you.
Let me go see the Batman.
Turns into Bill Cosby over there. But not creepy Bill Cosby.
Yeah. Oh, well, there is no other Bill Cosby.
Okay, we're talking about sitcom Bill Cosby.
Yeah, fake fantasy Bill Cosby.
Yeah, fake fantasy Bill Cosby. Not creepy real life molester Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have several concerns if you did.
Golly. Okay, here's a picture of the inside of an iPic theater, specifically in the premium section.
I thought you were gonna send me a picture of Bill Cosby.
Here's a picture of Bill Cosby, just to remind you what he looks like.
I feel like Kobe right now. Oh, those look so nice. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's
so good.
I'm gonna have to visit you, and we're gonna have to go see a movie together.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'll
be like, hey, wife, I'm gonna go take Fee on a date. Sorry about it.
I'm sorry about it. Don't worry. We won't kiss on the lips or at all.
yeah, at all. Of course not.
She's like, they're like, well, now I kind of, I'm skeptical about y'all kissing at all.
And now I'm a little suspicious.
I said nothing was going to happen. Run out. Ooh, they look so good.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, we have talked about the Batman and just the Batman for an hour and 15 minutes.
I mean, honestly, I haven't talked about him enough.
Here's the thing. I know that you could go on for probably double the length of the movie.
Yeah.
But we can't do that to our podcast.
I'll tell you what. For right now, we'll end it right now. But I think once you see the movie, we're going to have a fucking Back with a Vengeance Batman talk about
Batman Part 2.
Batman Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Second verse, same as the first. That's what we're going to fucking do. Because once you see the movie, then I get to really fucking splurge about it.
Hell yeah.
Well,
this is our non-spoiler episode. I'll put that in the title. Make sure that everyone knows no spoilers are here.
And I think I did a good job. You were skeptical about me spoiling the movie.
I was, and you did pretty good. So that's good.
I don't think I spoiled anything. I kept it very, very spoiler free.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
So anyway, we're gonna end it here. Go see the Batman, dude. 10 out of 10 movie. Yeah. Best movie of the year, in my opinion. And we're not going to count like art house films and shit, because I every time the Golden Globes or like movie fucking things come out and they give movies to these Oscars, they give movies to these movies I've never heard of. Fuck those movies.
It's movies like Five Spiders in a Trap, and you're like, what is that about? And, and the clip that they show is just a woman sobbing into a mirror, and you're like, what?
Who went to see this? Did they show this at fucking Film Festival Canada?
To be fair, I mean, they did give they gave it to Parasite that one year, and Parasite was fucking awesome.
I hear Parasite is good, but for the life of me, I just don't want to watch it. It's just not my movie. Colby, you know me.
Mm-hmm.
You know I can't sit down. There's too many nothing happening in that movie. There's too much nothing happening in that movie.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just can't sit and focus.
I mean, it's like, it was definitely the best movie of the year, but that's fine.
What happened? A poor family with a rich family, and there's ramen noodles and like backstabbing and shit. I don't know. I don't want to see it. I want to see the Batman again.
I just want to go see the Batman.
So, you can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Apple iTunes. You can find us on anything you listen to podcasts on. Even Facebook. Mm-hmm. Colby's wife fixed it because it was atrocious before.
We're there.
We're on YouTube.
And it's not bad.
It's not bad because like it was a train wreck. Colby's wife, they are something special when it comes to HTML and stuff of that nature. I'm probably in Boston.
Listen, I don't know the logistics, but I know things are fixed.
I know things are fixed. So go on Facebook and look us up. We're there. Also go on YouTube. Yeah. Look us up. Mm-hmm. We're there. We're there. You like us. You subscribe to us. You leave a good comment, or we're gonna come to your house and we're gonna take all your batteries, put them in a pillowcase, and beat the shit out of you in your sleep. Colby,
go get him!
Go get him! Watch the Batman and go get him. Damn, that was a brutal ending.